Hi guys, so I wanted to do a video that was super requested. This is a video on my Japanese hair straightening. So my hair doesn't look super perfect right now because this is actually what it looks like when I got out of the shower, just dried. I did like fluff it with a blow dryer, but I didn't like round brush it or anything, just so you guys can kind of see what my hair looks like naturally. So if it's not perfect, that is the reason for that. Okay, so a lot of you may know this if you followed me on my old channel, but some of you may not if you just started watching me. I have naturally very, very curly hair. It's not like a tight curl, but it's like a ringlet curl, like a banana type of a curl, definitely. So I used to really love my hair curly. I thought it was beautiful. I loved it. Until like this past, well, I always like straightened it a lot, but until this like past year, maybe last 2 years, I just started to not enjoy myself in curly hair. I felt like it made me look younger. I felt like it was like a cute hair look, but I don't want to be like a cute person. I want to be, well, I guess I kind of do. I want to be like a more older, modern, sophisticated type of a woman. So that's why I kind of was over the curly hair, because it, you know, it's what I was my whole childhood, like the girl with the curly hair. So I kind of wanted to like put that behind me and move on to a more like sleeker look, because I'm really into like a sleek, straight hair look. So in January 2012 or February 2012, I got Keratin Treatment, which is a relaxant. Basically, it's like a smoothing treatment, so it's not permanent. It just kind of like relaxes the curl. It was like kind of straight for a few months after that, but then it kind of went back to its naturally curly state. Not as curly, but you know, pretty curly. So a year later, fast forward to January 2013, this year, I decided to take the plunge and get Japanese straightening, because I had been straightening my hair for like a whole year and it was just doing a lot of damage, and I was sick of like taking like an hour to do my hair every day, or I don't know, it was just getting like way too much. So I decided to get Japanese, and I did a lot of research. Well, no, I really didn't do a lot of research. I shouldn't exaggerate like that. I actually barely did any. I asked my friend who I work with if the hair salon like in the plaza that I work at was good, and she was like, yeah, it's great, like he does a great job. So I was like, okay, I'll go there. So I went for a consultation. I liked him. He explained everything to me, and I just did it. And I'm so happy I did it. You guys have no idea. Like honestly, it was super expensive, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but it was seriously one of my better decisions I've made in my life. That sounds so dramatic, but it's true. Okay, so the whole process takes about 5 hours. I was there from like 11, I started at 11 and I was there till like 5:30. No, 5, something like that, whatever. It was a really long process and I was like dying, but it was so worth it. So it's very expensive. I think it goes by how long your hair is or how thick your hair is, or both. I don't really know. It goes by something like that. And I know that he told me, my hairdresser told me that you cannot get it done if you have highlights. Now, I'm sure some salons will do it for you if you have your hair bleached, but he takes pride in his work, and he basically told me that if your hair is chemically processed, bleached, or lighter than your natural color in the last few years, then your hair will basically kind of like fry off, because it's a really harsh it's a harsh treatment, and I'll explain to you like what kind of things I've noticed since it is so harsh. But basically he told me that like you can't have highlights. So I've like never had highlights. Well, like a long time ago. But anyways, so I got it done. It was, I don't really want to say how much it was, just because it was a lot, and it kind of varies from state to state, and it varies on how long your hair is and how thick your hair is. But I will say the base starting line should be, give or take a few, around $500. Like that's like your starting point for most salons, and I'm sure like higher end salons are going to be way more expensive, and there's going to be different places, but you probably do want to do a little more research than I did, although I knew the salon I was going to was a nice salon. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be around $500. It's a permanent treatment, so it actually is going to change like your hair. So it's going to grow out obviously what your natural hair is. It doesn't like change your genetics or anything, but it will grow out curly. However, the rest of your hair will be pretty much straight. So depending on, you have to, it's basically it's going to be a little bit of an upkeep because you do have to get it done depending on how fast your hair grows. So I'm hoping mine will last at least 8 months. I'm hoping. He said a lot of women do it twice a year. Most people do it twice a year. Some people can go once a year. It depends on how fast your hair grows, really, and it also depends how close to your root the curl starts. Like, my curls don't really start at my root of my hair, only in like the front bang part they do. So I'm hoping I can go about 8 months because the curls actually on me personally start like about right here. So hoping that will happen as it grows out also. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. But it's been a few months, so I feel like I can give a good, you know, like give a good talk about my experience. So you get it done. It's a relatively easy process. Well, actually, no, it was like pretty hard for him. I felt that. I was just sitting there doing nothing. They basically have to wash your hair a lot. This probably isn't in the right order, but I'm just going to give an overview. They have to wash your hair so like there's no product in it. They have to put this product in it that's like the actual chemical. Then they have to take a flat iron and literally flat iron like this much of hair as close to the root as possible while your hair is wet, and like it's a special flat iron obviously, and it like burns your roots. Like I kept having to like jump up and I was like, ow, it burned my root, like it hurt. Yeah, it was a little I don't think it's supposed to hurt, but like I guess he was being really thorough and getting really close to the root of my hair so it can last longer for me, but it kind of burned a little. So anyways, they flat iron it from wet, and then they have to put a neutralizer, I think, on it. So then you have to wet it again, and then they have to wash that out so it like ruins the beautiful straightness. And then they wash that out, and then they blow dry and flat iron it for you. And then you can't wash it for like a few days. I waited like 4 days at least because I wanted it to like last longer. So yeah, it's a pretty long process, but it was so worth it. So I will say, it's a very strong treatment. Like, this is changing like your hair. So I will say I've noticed a little bit of breakage, a little bit of like drier hair after I've gotten it done. Nothing like crazy, but I will say, especially like right on the little kind of like thinner hair pieces above my ear, I've noticed a lot of like dry and like I don't know the word for it, like I guess split ends, but they're kind of like fraying out, like a lot of fraying, which I'm assuming is normal. I didn't really ask him about that, but I only noticed that after I washed it. I'm just thinking that these hairs are really like fragile because they're like thinner in the front of your face, so that a little bit of them broke off, which is no big deal. Like, it doesn't really bother me. My hair covers it. Also, so it's most of the damage was like around my face area. Like, the rest of my hair is fine. Like, the ends are fine. I have pretty strong hair to begin with. You know, the back of my hair is fine. Underneath is fine. Like, it's fine. Another thing I want to point out is that it's really hard for them to get really close to like the root right here. So you can see like it's already starting to grow out a little with a little bit of a curly thing. And you know, if you have curly hair, like right there is the worst part ever. So I always have to like get really close to the root, and it's really hard to get those little baby hairs like flat because they like just want to curl automatically. So that's one of the things that kind of sucks. Like, they can't really like fix that because they do flat iron it, but like when you get it wet when you you know, wash your face at night, and it's just like one of those pain in the butt things. But that's just something that I've noticed that I had to deal with. Okay, so I guess we'll talk about the results. This is my hair. I just took a blow dryer to it so it would actually dry. I just took a shower. So obviously it's, for the most part, pretty straight. I don't think I'd actually like wear it like this unless I was just going like grocery shopping or whatever. So this is air dried or blow dried, whatever. So it's pretty straight. You can see I have like a slight wave, which is totally fine with me because I will flat iron it anyway. There's like a little wave like right there, but besides that, like, my hair is pretty straight and it's kind of impressive, and it's straight all the way in the back. The bang part, as I mentioned before, it has like a slight wave to it, but nothing like crazy. I don't really notice any growth starting to come in curly, only on the sides of my head, but that's like annoying. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, my hair is really, it's shiny, it looks healthy, it's really easy to do. I can either take a round brush or let it air dry and then flat iron it, which is what I mostly do because I'm too lazy to round brush my hair. It's too difficult for me. I think that's really it. I think I would just say, like, there's going to be a little bit of damage. You want to make sure your hair is healthy to start with. Make sure you're going to a great salon. You know, check prices in your area if you can. And then when you flat iron it and blow dry it, make sure you're using lots of heat protectant, because your hair is basically like, it's kind of going to act like it's bleached, but it's not. Like it's definitely processed a lot. So I'm going to talk about hair products that I use. Okay, so in the shower I use Alterna. I'm obsessed with Alterna. I think Alterna products are beyond amazing. I think they really perform well, and they've done really good things for my hair. So right now I'm using the Caviar shampoo and conditioner, which I really like a lot. And then in the shower, sometimes I'll do the Alterna. It's called Winter RX. It's a hair like oil, and it basically hydrates the hair in like the colder weather. So I'll use that in the shower sometimes, but I don't use it all the time. That's just like an extra thing in the shower. I keep it pretty simple in the shower. I don't really mix it up that much. Out of the shower, I do kind of mix it up. I picked 4 products that are like my core 4 products that I love. One of them I'm not like obsessed with, but I'll show you it anyway. Okay, so first thing I love is from Alterna. My hair is like, it's not perfect and it's driving me nuts. Okay, this is the Kendi Oil Dry Oil Mist. I love this stuff so much. So it's a dry oil mist. What I love about this is that literally you could get away with just buying this one product and using it for everything. It's a heat protectant, it's an oil, so it makes your hair shiny. It can be your finishing product. It's basically like an all-in-one. It's hydrating. So if you only wanted to invest in one product, this would be your product. Spray it in when your hair is wet. It protects against heat. When you blow dry or flat iron, when your hair is dry, it kind of gives that really pretty finishing look to the hair. Actually, I could use a little. I didn't really put much product in my hair because I wanted you guys to see what it actually looked like without much. But I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but once you put the Kendi oil in, it just creates a really pretty shine. Now, you definitely don't want to get this into your roots, because if you have oily hair at all, it's gonna make your hair oily. I mean, it's an oil. But for the most part, you should be fine as long as you're keeping it like below the ear. Alright, so that's that. Another product that I use, because I got it at the salon I got my hair done at, and he used this in my hair when he was flat ironing it and blow drying it, and I really like the smell of it, and I thought that it did great things. So this is the Pureology Perfect for Platinum. Now again, like I said, he told me to basically treat my hair like it was bleached. So this is actually for people who bleach their hair. It's called a Miracle Filler Treatment. So it basically fills in like where your hair is porous, and it like makes it stronger and healthier. It's really cool. Like, it's a cool product. So I only put this on my ends, and I do feel like it makes a big difference. I really think they're soft and they're not like fraying at all. For the most part, I really like this a lot. So I'd recommend this for anyone who had like their hair chemically treated, like either bleaching or, you know, what I've done. Okay, so that's one of my favorites. Another one, which I like this, I just feel like it's really wet. This is the Pureology Color Stylist Fortifying Heat Spray. So I'll use this as my heat protectant, usually when my hair is wet, because if I put it in when my hair is dry, it makes my hair like soaking wet. So it's not like a dry oil or formula like the Kendi oil is. So I'll use this mostly when my hair is dry, and I'll use this mostly when my hair is wet. So Pureology, it's great. I mean, I feel like it protects against heat really well. That's really all it does. It doesn't do much else than that. And then my last product that I really, really love, and this is mostly my finishing touch when I'm done with like styling my hair, whether it's curling or flat ironing. This gives a really pretty final gloss over to my hair. So this is the Josie Maran Argan Oil Hair Serum. I like it better than the Argan Oil for hair. Argan Oil is way too oily for hair, in my opinion. This is kind of like a thicker texture. I put it like, again, ear down on my ends, and it just kind of creates a shine. It kind of like smooths together any split ends, and it just looks great. So I like those. Those are my 4 products that I use like out of the shower, and then in the shower I stick to Alterna. I really love Alterna, you guys. Like, it's my favorite. One more thing I do want to mention is what kind of heat styling tools I use, because I think that's important. So the first thing I use is blow dryer, which I love this blow dryer. I'm like obsessed with it. I don't treat it very nicely, but here it is. It's my T3 2i or something. I don't know. It's the black one. It works really, really well. I love this blow dryer. It's my fave. And even if I'm just like blow drying it like I did today, just like air drying and like flipping my hair over and stuff, it works really well. Or if I'm actually like round brushing and taking the extra time to do that. I don't really do that a lot because I don't get a good round brush effect. Like, my hair doesn't like round brush very well. So that's that. And then as far as flat irons go, I got this new one, which I like a lot. It's from Dry Bar. We sell this on Sephora.com, and I think it's a great flat iron, so I've been using that. And then curling iron, I use a Subdue. It's like a 1-inch. Now, I thought before I got this done that my hair wasn't going to curl very well, but honestly, my hair holds a curl better now than it used to. So that shouldn't be a concern of yours if that is a concern. Because really, my hair holds a curl for like 2 days, while before it would barely hold a curl for like a half a day. So those are the heat tools that I use. If you have any other recommendations for heat styling tools, I am always open, because I have an addiction to flat irons, blow dryers, curling irons. It's weird. I think that is pretty much all. I'm gonna go flat iron my hair so I can actually go to work and not have it be like this random like little wave to it. But I highly recommend it. I mean, I am so happy with what it's done to my hair. It's made styling a lot easier. Honestly, if you have curly hair and like 95% of the time you wear it straight or like curled with a curling iron, it's definitely something to think about. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. I'm not a hairstylist, obviously, but I can only answer from what my personal experience has been, which has been a great one so far. I mean, so good. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.